Welcome to Author Transformation Stories. This is Bathla, author of 20 plus books and a founder of Author Freedom Hub. In this community, we have wonderful authors who come here, who write the books, who publish the book, and take it to bestseller level globally. And if you are new to this channel, then I request you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you could get many more such interviews coming to your inbox directly. And today we have with us Deepak Devaraj from Kochi. Deepak is a software professional for 15 years, and he joined my community in the month of October 2020. And he is a serial entrepreneur. He wrote his first book and then hit bestseller in the month of April 2021. And after that, he has come out with second book. The first book was Unlimited Energy. And the second book is about the power of thoughts and visualization. Can you please show the book, Deepak?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, amazing cover. The power of thoughts and visualization. So wonderful. Deepak is, yes, thank you, Deepak. Thank you for showing that. So Deepak is, besides being a software professional, he is also into the practicing of various ancient techniques of yoga, pranayama, meditation, Reiki. And he is on a mission to now spread the energy across the world. And so welcome, Deepak, to the show.
Thanks a lot, Som sir. Thanks for having me in this show once again.
Yes, pleasure. So Deepak was on our show earlier in the bestseller club series because with his first book, he had bestseller in multiple countries like USA, UK, Canada, and different countries in different categories. And because of his learning of the marketing strategies, techniques, etc., he is now hitting bestseller. He is a bestseller with the second book also into various countries worldwide. So Deepak, while people can go through the previous interview and watch about your background a bit, but let's start the discussion a little bit. Tell about yourself, and then we'll take it forward from there.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot. So I'm a software professional, and as you mentioned, like I have 15 years of experience in this field, and I'm basically from Kochi in Kerala. And it was I could say that the past 1 year back, I haven't thought about writing a book actually initially. So then so suddenly 1 year back when the lockdown started, okay. So when the lockdown started, I tried, means I started doing a lot of things like getting into a lot of holistic techniques on a daily basis. And also because of that, maybe I was eager to learn to do more things actually. And then I just came across your ad once, and then about this book writing course, and I thought I would give it a try because I had in my mind about writing and all sometime back, but I never exactly thought it would be into books and all. So like that, so that's why I took up this course, and then I was able to actually publish 2 of my books, and that too I was able to write about the things that I love. I was passionate about. Okay. Besides my software professional career, I also have a passion towards these holistic techniques, which I practice regularly. And I had in my mind that I would like to share this to the outside world and all. So then I thought the best way to share it is in the form of a book. And so this joining this course actually helped me to rediscover some another potential in me, maybe a new potential in me to of writing, and that's how I came into this
wonderful
journey.
Wonderful journey. So you were not aware about any of the publishing things and any of the how the book is published. So, and by looking at the ad, you realized that this is something you could do, and this somehow ignited your desire to share your knowledge in the form of book, right?
Yes, exactly.
Wonderful. So let's talk about because you have you told that you started practicing all these things in the lockdown, a very well use of the lockdown period, because people were getting depressed, they were struggling to get out of the houses, and you chose this time to basically rejuvenate yourself and learn new things, and book writing came in that period. So let's talk about why you chose about writing the books about unlimited energy or powers of thoughts and visualization. What exactly is your life experience, and how do you think, like, do you really do you practice these things and then teach in the book about your practical experiences, or combine with research? How do you do all that stuff?
Yes. I had a deep interest of these techniques. So I can say more than 12 years back, I did my first few courses on yoga and pranayama, and then like I used to practice from that time onwards. I used to practice it regularly. But I would say in the last maybe in the last 2 years, ever since the lockdown started, this gave me a chance actually to do more actually on a daily basis. I make it a point that I do some practices like yoga, pranayama, or meditation, and then after that I start with my work. So then, and also sometimes in the evening also, I when I get a chance, I practice again. So these things really help me actually in my personal life as well as in my professional life. So
Hmm.
it gave me a new outlook towards
Hmm.
life. Okay, I observed a lot of positivities in my life, and during this time I also I made my study a little more deeper. I went into say something like energy healing, reiki, or
Okay.
something like law of attraction. I used to practice this affirmation, visualization, these concepts and all. So and I really found a lot of benefits in these things in my personal life. So I thought I would need to share this, and then that's how I came into this book writing also. And that is the best way to share our skills and talent or our passion to the outside world. And
Hmm.
that's where I am in now.
Wonderful, wonderful. People have a different means or platforms to share their knowledge. Some people do videos, some do podcasts, and you chose to write the book. And you're saying that book is the best way to write the book. Why, in your personal view, book writing is something which you feel it's the best way to share your knowledge? Talk about that.
Yeah. So talking about that, through a book, actually, we can, yeah, these are actually, these came from my personal experiences also. So a lot of things that I've written in my two books, it is mostly out of my personal experiences. Along with that, some research also, which I had done related to those subjects.
Right.
So yeah, so like mentioning these things in the form of a book is actually we are actually showing. I mean, we are providing a good service to the outside world. Okay,
Hmm.
people who like to know more about these things, they can look through this, and they can make a study on this. They can
Yeah.
get inspired out of it also.
And
So,
book is the
yeah,
easiest way, I believe, because in there is no
yes,
audio, no video, no camera. Directly
yes,
staying in the solitude and writing the book. That's why, like,
yes,
it's like
yes,
it's anybody who thinks that he has some thoughts to share. Book is something
yes.
which, right?
Yes. It brings us self fulfillment
Yeah.
into us.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of happiness within us, because when we keep on writing on a daily basis, the happiness that we get out of it, and
Hmm.
also when we choose a quiet period to write, it can be early in the morning or late in the night. So when we make that writing for maybe say 500 words in a day or something like that, it gives us a new. So when we think about a topic, we get more ideas also related to that. So and yeah, we become more inquisitive. We try to explore more on those things. So
Yes.
it is a learning process within us, because the more we think about something, the more we gain knowledge also, and
Hmm.
even ideas come to us during that
Got
time.
it.
Yeah. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. Definitely. So now let's talk about your book, Power of Thoughts and Visualization. So what exactly is this book about, and why you think there is a power in thought and visualization? Talk about that.
yeah. So thoughts form the major activity of a human life, in every human life. So because we get thousands of thoughts every day on a daily basis, and thoughts have the power to shape our destiny also. Because the person that we are today is based on the kind of thoughts that we had maintained in our past,
Hmm.
and the person we are likely to become in the future is also based on the kind of thoughts that we would maintain in the present moment. So if we use our present moment to think about our past or about our future, we would reach nowhere. So it is actually the best thing to do is to make the best use of our present moment, to do good things in life. To Okay, so my book is about that actually, because as I mentioned, thoughts have the power to shape our destiny. So and thoughts have the power to trigger emotions. Okay,
Hmm.
and these emotions play a very important role in our life. Okay, all the different kinds of emotions, like negative as well as positive emotions. And these emotions, it triggers a lot of chemicals and hormones in our body. So based on that, there is a lot of at a physical level also, there's a lot of changes happening within our body. So the best way, if we can make use of our thoughts in the best possible way through various techniques that I've mentioned in this book, like say affirmations or the visualization, meditation, mindfulness. So all these are very powerful techniques which will help to actually make the best use of our thoughts for bringing out a better version of ourselves. So that's
Right.
what I mean.
Understood. So one is thinking about a better future, converting your thoughts toward positivity towards a better future self. And many people feel like visualizing something which is not really there. It's very difficult. Do you think, like, I mean, what kind of suggestions you have for people who are finding, because some people are like naturally intuitive, they can think of things, they can imagine better, but some people are really very left side oriented. They are very practical, they're very logical. For them it's very difficult to visualize certain thing which is not really there. So what do you have some thoughts on that, how to make it easier for people?
I feel it is easy actually. It doesn't require much skills or something for that. Just to visualize it. When some people think logically in an analytical reasoning, when they apply too much of logic on something, they feel they look at the negative side of thing also. Will it
Yes.
work? Will it work? So that thought is also not good enough. I mean, it will not help you actually. So the best thing is to practice these things, like whether it's affirmation or visualization on a daily basis. Keep up with the practice. Okay, don't we don't need to bother about the results, because the results will surely come
Hmm.
once you practice these things. And along with that, when you practice these things, your actions gets triggered. So
Hmm.
when your actions gets triggered, you actually move closer and closer to your goals. So anyway, these things will work in the background. So we need to place our faith on that. And yeah, when we set our time for practice, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, make sure that we do it actually. It will. It's like we don't need to apply too much of thinking on that also, because these things happen in the background, and
Yes.
we just need to believe in that. Just
Got.
set our belief right, and then go forward. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense, because logical mind is a very small conscious mind is a very small portion of our whole thinking process. Subconsciously, a lot of things are happening at the universal level, and often people put negativity to these thoughts that okay, it's not possible for me, I'm this, I'm that, or some kind of stuff. But yes, you rightly said faith is the first step to be taken towards this journey, where you have to first of all have faith that these things work, and then believe in yourself that you can make it. And if you do visualization with all this faith and belief, then of course actions got triggered, because always if you're thinking about these things, then actions got triggered.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I'll be posting the link of your book down below the interview so that people can grab a copy. And I don't need to ask for which people this book is for, because this is for every human being who has a who thinks, and everybody thinks. So thinking visualization is something which is very powerful, and you are telling the techniques in this book about how to do that stuff, right?
Right.
Wonderful. So now author transformation. You said you had transformed your life by doing certain activities on a practical basis like yoga, Reiki. This showed you result into your life as a in the personal life, in your career as well. How while starting this author journey, what kind of personal traits you felt yourself started to change? Like think about it, like when you started writing the book, and now here you are with two books, and more books I hope are coming soon. What kind of personal transformation you have found in your personality or in your thinking process as an author?
Okay. The transformation that I've seen is that I know exactly how my mind works. Okay.
Hmm.
So I know the time of the day where I can get the maximum ideas or
Hmm.
thoughts into my mind. So this will be when I'm in a quiet environment. Okay. And so that is when my thoughts work in a much better way. And also, yeah, these techniques which I practice, all these holistic techniques, whatever means, all of them help me in one way or the other. Okay. So because like say for example, like say yoga, it helps in improving our flexibility of the body, which is very important, yeah, so that we remain healthy always. Then whether it's pranayama, it's about the breath work, because the breathing and the mind, there is a connection between the breathing and the mind. So
Right.
when our breathing becomes very deep and very slow, that is when we become more relaxed. Okay, that is why people say us to take deep breaths before we speak or before we attend a meeting. So, and also this, there are various pranayama techniques like say Anulom Vilom, which helps us to activate the left and the right brain. Then Kapalabhati, there's another pranayam which helps us to remove the toxins in the body. And so all these things, it also gave me a lot of inner healing. Actually, I also was able to heal myself in various ways. And when the body and the mind, when there's a positive thoughts into our life, and that is when we also take up new assignments or new tasks in our life, like say getting into writing. So this is a new
Okay.
thing which I've taken up, a new positive thing that I've taken up. Certain things are actually this trigger us to do things in a positive manner,
Got
whatever
it.
be it. So
Got it.
it helps us move in the right direction, because all these practices are intelligent practices which works in the background for us. Okay, and it knows how to take us to the right path always.
Wonderful.
And we just need to go ahead with where we are, because opportunities keep on coming as we remain positive. So it is just up to us to take the actions when the opportunities present on us. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, as an author, what are your personal rituals or habits or practices that help you to focus on creating quality books?
Okay, so as an author, first thing I believe is that whatever topic we are choosing to write about, we need to have very good knowledge on the topic.
Mm.
It should be practical knowledge, which is more better actually. We ourselves have to involve in that particular topic that we are writing on. Like I decided to write on about these holistic techniques, so I made it a point that I practice on a daily basis. So through my experience, whatever experience I've gained, I mentioned that in my book. And apart from that, we should also follow the other great personalities who are in this field. So if whatever topic we choose to write about, we also need to follow those people who are on the similar lines, and who have discovered a lot of things or who have explored those things in their according to their experiences. So
Mm.
the more we and we also, it is good to interact with a lot of people
Right.
who's into such kind of things. So all these things help us actually.
Mm.
And this helps us to get more idea. And also the research, yeah, and also there is a lot of research in the internet nowadays. So these also helps us to learn more. Okay, and
Mm.
as we learn more on a particular topic, we would be in a better position to write about it also. And
Yes.
so these are some of the things I feel that, yeah,
Very important for an author. Yeah, there is
yeah.
a principle called golden triangle, which means learn, do, and teach. So first of all, you learn these things and then do these things in your life and then teach by way of a book. So that's the, in fact, best model to learn something at the deeper level, because you first of all learn, then use your physiology and biology and psychology in imbibing those thoughts, and then finally you teach by way of a book. And then in that case, book is going to be really high quality because you have learned it, you have researched it, that will be appearing in the book. And after that, you have practical aspects of your experimentations that will come in the book. Obviously, yes, that totally makes sense. That makes anybody as a better author. Now, go back to the time when you were starting out as an author, and now you are here with the two books and more books coming. Talk to somebody who is thinking that no, 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 authorship is not for me. I can't do it. So, what do you want to say to those people? That is it doable for anyone who has little bit seed of writing in them, or is it like something which is for only for people who are like maybe they think that's only for writers who are born writers? Talk about that.
No, I believe it is for anybody actually, because if you look at any person's life, there is a story to write about them. Every person, if you look, they gather a lot of experiences, lot of life experiences, which which can be used to create a book actually. Everybody has that, you can say that experience within themselves to share something to the outside world. And the best way to share those ideas, knowledge, life experiences, or the passion that they have generated over the years is in the form of a book.
Mm.
So it is actually, I don't believe that it is only for certain people who is good in writing, because if it is like that, then I wouldn't also come into this, because I haven't thought about that writing before. Like that, so I would say this is, I mean, it is a field which is, I mean, that person needs to just give it a try actually, and it will work
Mm.
out to him. But
Got it.
having said that, he has to come in touch with the right mentor who would guide him in this process.
Mm.
Okay, because this is also an art actually, which needs to be practiced. We can say it's a kind of a profession. So
Mm.
when we are into a profession, we need to get our learnings right.
Mm.
So for getting the learning right, we need to get in touch with the right mentor. That is the best. So that's how it is all about the book writing. And so
Yes.
I was lucky that I came to know about your course and joined, and that's how I got the learning. I'm in this journey of book writing. Yeah.
And we don't only have the courses, we have friends
Yes.
who are authors, right? So talk
Yes.
about
Yes.
that. In your journey as an author, did you how did you use the power of community? Because we have like courses, we have coaching, we have a community. So how
Yes.
does all these three elements combined together help you? Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I think it's a wonderful course, and it's a unique course. So the best thing about this is it's not just about the course, but it's also about the coaching, the weekly coaching that we get, which also really inspired me. Because even though I have already published my 2 books, I still make it a point to attend the weekly coaching, because it's a source of energy, or you
Hmm.
can say source of motivation,
Hmm.
or an inspiration. I could say. So, because when we get into that coaching, we get new ideas every time. Because every time you share new ideas, you share new activities, and also sometimes you interview people who's or you talk with people who's had success experience in that particular week, or recently. So this also it's when we listen to other people speak, also we get motivated actually,
Right.
especially in maybe the last 2 weeks, when there were 2 people who shared their
Yeah.
journey of becoming successful. That inspired many people within our community, and we are looking forward to to do well. Actually, when we hear such things from people, we also feel like doing more and more into our
Yeah.
book writing.
Yes,
So yeah,
writing is a lonely journey, and if simply one has to look at the course and write on his own, this will be very difficult journey, right? You have to
yes,
have
yes,
a community, you have to have weekly
yeah.
support, and all these things have really helped you in terms of reaching here,
Yes.
which you have reached so far, right?
Yes, yes. It was the in terms of support. I think this is the best. This is the best course that we can take, because the as I mentioned about course and community. Sorry, the course and the coaching, and then the
Right.
community also. The community is a big community now, with a lot of maybe 1,500 plus members now, and all of them are successful in their walks of the life, whatever be their
Yes.
profession, whatever be their. So, and getting along with them, and getting ideas from them, talking to them, learning from their life experiences, all it's also great actually. It's also more
Wonderful,
motivating. Yeah,
wonderful, wonderful. So
yeah,
thank you so much, Deepak, for sharing your journey about how you started, how you got success, and how you still are into learning mode and coming on a weekly session on a daily basis, despite publishing 2 books which have hit bestseller globally across the world. Because inspiration, motivation, and new insights are something which keeps us on the track. So great to have you on the show. Let me just talk to somebody who is watching this video. My friend, if you're watching this video for till the start from the starting, and you are still here, it means you have a seed inside you. Napoleon Hill said wonderfully that when we have a desire of something in our mind, that desire is a seed, and universe doesn't plant any seed in a person unless there is a potential of not becoming a full tree. So if you are watching this video so far, it means you have a desire, you have a seed of desire in you. So it's your duty now to nurture that seed by planting the right by giving the right environment, right nurturing. And I invite you to join our community, where we'll find people like Deepak Devaraj and many more amazing people with different diverse background, like doctors, lawyers, teachers, scientists, engineers, you name it. And I would say all kind of people, all professions, all even students also, for like 10 year, 12 year, 14 year, they're here to inspire you. And this is about the community. So the links for the joining and the webinar are down below the video. You can check them out, and yes, join the bandwagon. And if you are someone who is inspired by Deepak's thought about how to use the power of thoughts and visualization, then the links of Deepak's book are also down below the video. So click on the link and definitely grab a copy of the book, because it's not simply a book which is a theory. It's a book which is well researched, well implemented, and then taught with the personal experience of Deepak. So grab that book for sure. So yes, Deepak, thank you so much for being here. And before I let you go, do you want to say some final piece of words to the audience here?
Yeah, so I would like to say that just follow your passion. Okay, if you have any, experience, life experiences, or some kind of knowledge that you would like to share to the outside world, the best way to do that is in the form of a book. And when you think about writing and publishing a book, then you have to get into this course, because this is one of the best course for that. And it will teach you the A to Z of writing and publishing a book, and many more things actually. So enjoy the experience of learning, and that's what I would like to say.
Thank you very much, Deepak. And with that, I think we should be saying bye bye to the audience. Thank you so much, and take care.
Thanks a lot.